You happy, Steve?
Yeah. Andy, you happy?
That's okay, yeah.
Stand by, please, gentlemen. I'm rolling.
Eddie, thanks for talking to us. Appreciate it. A lot of passion came through in your statement you just made over in the House of Lords about what's happened to you. How did it feel to finally be able to say what you said?
For 18 years, I've not had a voice. I've been silenced at every stage. The system has literally closed down on me. In prison, every other inmate who's in the same position as me had access to the media. Andy Gilfoyle wasn't given that access, wasn't allowed it. I've come out, they've gagged me. They've actually broke the law to gag me. And they gagged me to keep me silent because I'm the one telling the truth and they didn't want the truth coming out. And that's wrong. That is absolutely disgraceful.
And how did it feel to finally be able to say your piece?
I've waited 18 years for it, and I was angry, which I can't get rid of that anger. What they've done to me is disgraceful. They all know what they've done on Merseyside Police. They know what they've done. They manufactured this case against me, and they framed me, because they didn't want to face up to the consequences of what they'd done that night. They screwed the scene up. They destroyed evidence on that night. And there were serious consequences and ramifications for what they'd done. And they couldn't face up to that. So I was the fall guy. They manufactured a case against me, put me in court, and locked me away for 18 years for something I hadn't done. And they knew I hadn't done it. They knew on the night I hadn't murdered my wife and baby. And the fact that they knew it and still railroaded me through the courts is disgraceful. It's despicable.
Has that anger kept you going all these years?
I know I'm innocent. I know I did not kill my wife and baby. I know that. More importantly, they know that, and they knew it 18 years ago. And at every stage where I've tried exposing my case and showing the truth, I've been blocked by one authority or the other. It's time to sort this case out. I've done nothing wrong. Why should I allow these people to get away with what they've done to me? I've done nothing wrong.
Can you give us some idea of what it's been like for you to be in jail for 18 years, protesting your innocence? What was that like? How did you cope with that experience?
It's a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. They've took me out of a mental hospital where I was. I've had a mental breakdown. They've charged me, put me into prison for something I haven't done. I've lost my wife and baby. They've then railroaded me through a court. At the time of my trial, they actually didn't give me medication. They were messing around with my medication. So I've gone through a trial where I can't follow what's going on. You know, I was done in. They knew I was done in, and they played on that. They used the fact that I was done in, and the fact that they used the methods that they did. I've told the truth all the way through. 18 years later, my version of events is the only version that stands up to scrutiny. 18 years. And yet they made out I was lying through my back teeth at my trial. Go and ask Merseyside Police why they didn't put all the evidence to the jury. Because if they had done, they couldn't have charged me, never mind convicted me. And that's what keeps me going. That's what fires me, because I've told the truth all the way through. I don't need to fear the truth. They do.
Was there ever a time when you thought, I had enough?
Listen.
I'm going to jack it in.
Listen, let's get something straight. I spent 18 years in jail for something I have not done. I was prepared to die in jail rather than admit to something I've not done. I will never jack in. And I'm telling you now, as I did in the press conference, I'm going to be in their faces and I'm going to be knocking on the doors. This ain't going away. These people need to be held accountable. Years ago, they were scared of the consequences and ramifications of what they'd done on the night. They want to be scared now, the ramifications and consequences of their actions. I've done nothing wrong. You've took 18 years of my life. It's time now to deal with this. Deal with the truth. That's what this is about. I've told the truth. I don't fear the truth. They haven't told the truth. And that's why they're scared of me. That's why they're trying to shut me up. That's why they're prepared to break the law to shut me up. That's why for 18 years in prison, I've got no access to the media to fight my corner, to fight my case.
You've lost 2 appeals in 1995 and 2000. Are you confident that this time you can get justice?
The appeal courts are dishonest. On both of my appeals, they were dishonest. I've got a re-investigation that has never ever been heard. At my first appeal, I've gone in, and the opening words out of the judge's mouth were, you can't use any of this re-investigation material in this appeal hearing because James Sharples, who was the chief constable at the time, hadn't levelled disciplinary charges against his officers, so I can't use any of that material. At my second appeal, they've then turned that around and said, because it was available at your first, you can't use it at the second. So all the evidence to prove I'm innocent, the courts are stopping me using. How can that be right?
But do you think you'll win this time? Do you think you'll actually...
You can't trust the courts in this country. They don't do what they should be doing. This is about protecting the system. This isn't about little old man in the street, been wrongly convicted, wants to go into court and show the truth. Because if the truth comes out in this case, which I want, because I don't fear the truth, they do, and they don't want it out because you've got two appeal courts who've sat on this. You've got the Criminal Case Review Commission sitting on this. I've got evidence that proves I'm innocent. Merseyside police have had it for 18 years and done nothing with it, except lie to a jury to convict me. You've got the Crown Prosecution Service, Merseyside Crown Prosecution Service, prepared to go into Parliament and lie. They lied about my case to Parliament, Merseyside Crown Prosecution Service. And they only put it right when we produced the evidence to show they were lying. Who's got anything to hide? If they had nothing to hide, they'd have told the truth to Parliament. So what are they trying to hide? I'm telling you the truth.
You've got your liberty, but it's really important to you that you get your name back, isn't it? Your innocence.
I haven't got a life. My life stopped 18 years ago. I can't get a life until this is quashed. It's okay saying you've got your freedom. I'll never be free while this is over my head. I'll never be free while these people are walking all over me and accusing me, convicting me and putting a finger at me for something I haven't done. I will never ever admit to something I've not done. I will never ever let these bury the truth.
If you look back 18 years, the Eddie Gilfoyle before this happened, and the Eddie Gilfoyle here now, how has that changed you? What's the difference? 18
years ago, Eddie Gilfoyle died. Because the Eddie Gilfoyle that came out of prison isn't the one that went in. My life has gone. Everything that I knew has gone. Everything in life has changed. That's how it's changed me. I can't move on with my life whilst this is over me. And I'm demanding that the authorities deal with it and give me my life back. I've done nothing wrong. You know, the Merseyside police have got a lot to account for. It's okay them peddling the lies in the public, and what they've done to me at my trial, they peddled lies. They manufactured the case to frame me, to take the eye off them and what they've done. My wife's alive after I've gone to work in the house. I'm convicted of killing her before I've gone to work. And do you want me to just accept all this? And they knew it on the night.